Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to the Spyro Reignited Trilogy, not just any Spyro game, but the trilogy in general. This is not a specific Spyro 1 video, this is not a specific Spyro 2 video, this is not a specific Spyro 3 video. This is a bonus video for the entire trilogy in general because, of course, I played this entire Spyro trilogy on Ignited Trilogy. I did for these playthroughs. Eventually I'd like to give the original PS1 games their own Redux LP, but I did want to at least play this for next time I played the trilogy because it's different. I've never played the Reignited Trilogy for you guys on the channel, so brought you something different. Gave you guys the trilogy in high HD graphics, and somewhat updated. Obviously, some things are different, but that's not the point. In each of the three games, we did get every skill point. For example, we got skill point Spyro 2. This is all of them. Even the Gulps overlook speed. Even the Gulps overlook skill points. Albeit did use the Super Flame power up for that. But anyways, we still have the art gallery to show off, which you unlock by getting skill points. I forget how many you need for part 1 of the art gallery, but since we have all skill points in all 3 games, access the art gallery, so let's do that. Oh, wait. Wait a minute, actually, okay, so, for every game you go to, they show you a, different, they show you the, different, concept art for each game. Okay, I see what's going on. Because guidebook, excuse me, if I go here, yeah, it's only gonna show me, like, Spyro 1, Spyro 2, okay, I see now,
A few moments later.
Alrighty. Let's look at some concept art. So obviously you got the Spyro 1 box art remastered here. I think they did a great job with this. It's true to the original concept art. Box art, excuse me. Yeah. Next you got Spyro's design, which easily the best design we've gotten since the trilogy's release. I wouldn't say Spyro's. I'm gonna defend Enter Dragonfly real quick. Spyro's design in that game is pretty good. Could have been better, yeah, but it's still pretty good. However, this design is easily the definitive HD Spyro design, albeit Enter Dragonfly was. You get my point. If I had to rank it, it'd be Spyro 2 and 3's model, original model, the Reignited model, and then Enter Dragonfly's model. Top 3. More Spyro concept. All of his expressions. Even got Sparks here. Pretty neat. Dragon statue. Looks good. The horn design on here I really like. Then you got come on. Okay, art for Nasty's goons. Got the pirate, the sludge and guy, Napoleon Dynamite, not Napoleon Dynamite, excuse me. The Napoleon Complex Nork, I guess. There's Sludge Dude, another Warlord, and then a Bomber with a shield. Oh, you got the Pixies in Dreamweaver. And you got the other Nork on the left, I believe. They're in oh wait, they have names. Oops. Yeah, these guys are just called Norks. Dreamweaver Fools, that's what the Pixies are called. And then you got Giant Pansy, which I believe they are the enemy in I forget where. That day, what's it called? I actually have to look for that. Cliff Town and Dr. Shemp, I'm pretty sure is where they're at. Armored Horror, I'm pretty sure they're in some Dreamweaver area. It may have actually been Lofty Castle. I could be wrong though, of course. I'll probably almost likely correct myself when editing this. And then Demon Dogs, I know them. They are from what's it called again? Haunted Towers, that's what it's called. Okay. Toasty, obviously from Toasty Slayer. First boss ever in the Spyro Trilogy, of course. Oh, you got Dr. Shemp and Blowhard from their respective areas. I like how Dr. Shemp's staff is I guess, a cross between Papu Papu's staff and Aku Aku, I guess. Want to pair this with its sister franchise, Crash Bandicoot. And Blowhard is Blowhard, self-explanatory. I believe the next one's Metalhead? Yep. Here's Metalhead from Metalhead. Metalhead. I like his pink mohawk. It's so out of place. And then you got Jacques and Nasty Nork, of course. What a weird realm Jacques was. And of course, Nasty Nork is Nasty Nork. Say what you want about the fight. I guess. Artisan's Dragon, Delbin and Gavin. Delbin is obviously the second dragon you release, the one in front of Sunny Flight. And you also release him in Nasty's Realm. The first time you visit Nasty's Realm, and then Gavin, I believe, is in Town Square? He's either in Town Square or Stonehill. Nestor and Thor, Nestor is obviously from the Artisan's World. He's the first dragon you ever released in the game. And then Thor is in Town Square. Yep, I remember that. I believe Thor is actually the thank you for releasing me dragon. I could be wrong. Nope, he is. I remember him specifically, yep. Peacekeeper Dragons, Trondo and Boris, okay. I really love how they gave the dragons their own unique design, by the way. They didn't have to do that, but kudos to them for doing it. Alright, then you got Peacekeepers, Dragons, Magnus, and Conan. Magic Crafters, Dragons, Xander and Jarvis. Magic Crafter Dragons, Lucas and Eldred. Peacemakers Dragons, Hypern and Bubba. Peacemaker Dragons, Damon and Link. Who in the blue hell is Link? No. Damon and Zeke. Dreamweaver Dragons, Capano and Revilo. Oh my god. Sick design. And we got Unica and Udada in Dreamweavers. That's supposed to be a puppet Mudata is holding? I can't really... And that's pretty much it for this. Now to move on to Spyro 2's, oh, I did not mean to... No, it'd have to be if I just let this load out. I did not mean to exit the level. I meant to quit the game, no! By the way, the only reason I'm going to these specific games and not staying on the title screen, no offense to the title screen theme, it's really good, but in case anyone doesn't want to listen to it for too long and it gets repetitive. Plus we get to hear Winter Tundra's tranquil music. Alrighty, we got Ripto's Rage is cover art remastered, which again they did a great job with this one. Really captured the feel for the game's box art. You got Hunter concept art here. Hunter has been a subject to memes at this point. Original Hunter, anyways, especially his Enter the Dragonfly design. But this is easily Hunter's definitive design. Nothing funny about it, just Hunter in general. Like, this is Hunter. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say Alora's next. Nope, it's gonna be Moneybags, the Scarlet Lizard from Glimmer, and I guess to an extent Dragon Shores. And I guess to an extent Sunny Vila from Spyro 3. And the Professor, okay. I like the direction they went for Moneybags and Professor's designs. I thought they did a great job with that. Scarlet Lizard also at least looks more like a lizard in this game. Puffing Platypus from, actually, no. Puffing Platypus, Kangaroo Thief, Snail Elephant, and Snail Rhino, all from Mystic Marsh. I really like the platypus's face, by the way. Alright, and then you got the Colossus Yeti, Goat, and Yak from, wait for it, Colossus. Those yaks, man. Oh, geez, the Breeze Builder Falcon, Chick, and Parrot out that Breeze Harbor sent to Zephyr. And oh, no, surprisingly not. Okay, you got Dolphin Spectators, Fish Spectators, and Queen Finium. They're not enemies, they're, well, Queen Finny is an NPC. The Dolphin Spectators and Fish Spectators are, background characters, Honey Speedway. Did I just call it Sunny? No, Ocean Speedway. Oh, now I'm gaslighting myself. It is Ocean Speedway, correct? Yes, it is. Anyways, Earthshapers, Bee Trees, and Killer Bush. The Earthshapers specifically are Fracture Hills. Same with the Trees and Killer Bush. I have to specify that because Earthshapers are also an enemy in Magma Cone. And then you got Cresta, a Satyr, and Bippo the Fawn. I love how they combine the two, by the way, since they are sister level. Like, I mentioned this before in the LP, but the levels, all the levels in Spyro who are paired with one another, except for Glimmer and Hurricos, although you can argue, I guess, that they're paired by default since they don't have another category. Alright, you got Bo Peep, Fire Grub. Oh, they kind of messed up. Fire Grub is... No, I'm an idiot. Fire Grub is the one in the middle. Bucket, Corporal Glug, Sergeant Tub, and Colonel Blubland Blubbers. The three on the bottom and Bo Peep are from Zephyr, and Fire Grub and Bucket are the enemies Zephyr sent to Breeze Harbor. Aw, you got Romeo and Juliet. And then you got Robot Farmer, Robobee, and Robo Grasshopper from Robotica Farms. Glug and the Lava Lizard from Skilos Badlands. God, I do not like the cavemen's design in this game. I thought they could have done a bit better with it. I get what they were going for, but they honestly did too much Fred Flintstone in the designs for the cavemen. Ice and Fire Wizard. Ice is from Crystal Glacier. Fire is from Skilos Badlands. I like how this is, by the way, how I find out that these guys are the same enemy, but one's fire, one's ice. You can easily tell from concept art, thankfully. Shady Oasis Genie and Shielded Armor Thief from, obviously, Shady Oasis. Gear Grinder Robot, and Gear Grinder Thief from Hurricos. Red Handle from, I almost said Skilos Badlands. No, it's the other level I love. Scorch, they also reappear in Fireworks Factory in the next game. I like the way they redesigned these. I thought they did a good job with them. Armored Space Cow, Sheep UFO, Rocket Pig, and Manager Droid from Metropolis, the final level of the game. Capybara Car, Capybara Boat, and Speed Canyon Biker. From the first two, Ocean Speedway, and then the biker is from Canyon Speedway. And this is how I find out that these characters are, well, the first two are, capybaras. And then, the biker, I believe is a possum. He's either a possum or a rat. Open Pterodactyl. I did not just pronounce the P in pterodactyl. Gulp and Pterodactyl, I thought they did a great job with Gulp's design here, and, yes, Ripto? Crush and Ripto, okay, I was half right. Again, really love the designs for, and that's pretty much it. I'm surprised there was no lower concept art. Like, you'd think they paired with Hunter's concept art or with the Fawn's concept art, but no, they didn't include a lore at all. Interesting. Anyways. Now for Midnight... Spyro 3, not Midnight Mountain. Midnight Mountain is the realm that's currently in my save file. And again, unlocking all the skill points to view the gallery. Here's Spyro 3's Here's Spyro 3's cover art. Again, they did a really great job with this one. Stays true to the original cover art. Excuse me. Oh my god, so much C's. Alright, you got Sheila and Agent 9, who I really like the redesigns. I thought they did a great job with them. Bentley and Sergeant James Bird, again, really like the redesigns. Specifically, Sergeant Bird's redesign. I thought they stayed true to his design. Skate Gear Hunter and Bianca. That Skate Gear Hunter is really detailed, by the way. Also, Bianca's design is amazing. Makes her really adorable. Alright, you got a TNT Rat, a Toucan, a Flying Gecko, and Gator. TNT Rat is from, what's it called again? Oh, Icy Peak. Yep, I remember. Toucan is, I believe Toucan is, Molten Crater, and then Flying Gecko is, Enchanted Towers, and then Gator is, Spooky Swamp. Alright, Gunfighter and TNT Dino. These two are from, Dino Mines. Jeez. The detail on these concept art specifically are... Giant Chicken, Cowit's Sign, Pig Pilot, and Crazy Ed. Giant Chicken is in, Sunnyvale. Cowit's Sign and Pig Pilot are in, Country Speedway, and Crazy Ed is from Lost Fleet. Princess Ami, Prince Azrael, Cat Wizard, and Cat Witch. These are NPCs and enemies in Charmed Ridge. Egyptian Dog, Roman Lions, Rapunzel, Hummingbird, and Bamboo Terrace Panda. Egyptian Dog is from what's it called? Haunted Tomb. The Roman Lions and Rapunzel are also from Sunnyvale. The Hummingbird is from Sergeant Bird's base, and Bamboo Terrace Panda is self-explanatory. They're from Bamboo Terrace. Alright, you got Frozen Ultra Snowman, Flying Beaver, Crystal Bear, Spooky Swamp Mosquito, Haunted Tomb Jackal, and Giant Scorpion. Self-explanatory for the Snowman. Flying Beaver and Crystal Bears are from Crystal Islands. Self-explanatory for the Mosquito. Self-explanatory for the Anubis creature, Jackal thing, and Giant Scorpion is from Desert Ruins. The Baby Dragons, of course, they're being collectible in the game. I do like... Wait, where were these designs? I don't remember some of these being in the game. Why weren't... I would have preferred that, because some of the dragons look the same in my... Too samey for me, anyway. The original game had an excuse, graphical limitations. Ice Pick Rhinoc and Moose, these are the enemies in Actually, let me make sure. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure Moose is also in Sheila's Alp. Hiradama and Wing Rana, these are the enemies in Cloud Spires. Ballad and Jackhammer Rhinox, these are the enemies in Enchanted Towers. Gardener and Flying Rhinoc, these are the enemies in Sergeant Bird's base. Spear and Bomb Tossing Rhinox. These are... Actually, wait, I know the one on the left is definitely Chunk Ridge. What about the other? Where are you from? I don't remember you at all. Tiny Mammoth and Fire Throwing Rhinoc, these are the enemies in Frozen Altars. Buzz and Chinese Fire Dragon. Buzz is the first boss you fight in Buzz's lair, Buzz's dungeon, excuse me, and then the Chinese Fire Dragons are the mini bosses in Fireworks Factory. Also that Buzz detail, oh my. Crawdad King, Manta Ray, and Spider Queen, these are the bosses in Sparks' three of the Sparks worlds. Crawdad King and Crawdad Farm, Manta Ray, and Starfish Reef, and then Spider Queen and Spider Town. Sleepyhead and Spike. Sleepyhead is a mini boss in Spooky Swamp, and then Spike is the boss of Midday Garden in Spike's Arena. And then you got Scorch and the Sorceress. Scorch is the boss of Evening Lake in Scorch's Pit, and the Sorceress is the final boss in the Sorceress Lair, and Super Bonus Round. I'm still blanking on Bomb Tossing Rhinox, by the way. I don't remember them at all. Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense. Okay, I didn't recognize their uniform, but now looking at it, I can see now. Bomb Tossing Rhinoc is the enemy in Fireworks Factory. I couldn't tell originally because I thought he was wearing a toga, a Greek toga, but no, now I see he's wearing a karate outfit with a black belt. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. But anyways, that's it for concept art. Now we're gonna go back to Spyro 2 real quick because there's another thing I want to show you guys, and that is cheat codes.